Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me again. Let's just get straight into the video. Louis Vuitton are just constantly getting owned, okay, by people, and it's just too much. Forgive my nervous laughter because I just can't believe this has happened to them again. So about 2 weeks ago in the town of Aspen in Colorado in the United States of America, two people rocked up to the Louis Vuitton boutique in Aspen, drilled a hole in the wall of the store, like the back room where all the products are kept, and they made off with $500,000 worth of goods, basically pretty much bags at this point. I think we all know what kind of bags they were. Okay, so they were probably canvas. So I'll post the link in the description below if you want to read the whole story. I was clutching my pearls, okay, because they actually drilled a hole, presumably with power tools. I believe it was actually a man and a woman who were the people who basically rocked up there, which is quite strange because you don't tend to see women involved in the sort of like the more kind of the physicality of doing these heists. Now, anyway, it doesn't really matter. The point is they drilled a hole in the wall. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't get over it. And they managed to, destroy the wall, went in the store, they took all of the goods out there and they ran away with them. So the police in Aspen are looking for people. I've never been to Aspen, I've never been to Colorado, so I had to Google like what Aspen looks like, and it looks like Monaco, but like the skiing version of Monaco. It looks lit for people who are into skiing and winter sports and all that stuff. So I think at the end of the day, we're back to square one with Vuitton. I covered the California heist. Now there's a Colorado heist. See a pattern here, they both start with C's. Part of me initially was thinking, are they connected? They probably aren't connected, but I think what we're seeing is the luxury resale market to a certain degree is driving this boom in these criminal acts, let's be honest. On the one part, you could say it's C19, but it's been like 18 months, knocking on almost maybe 20 months now. Is it really just a pandemic? I don't think so, because these people are not going to like go in there and then going to flip these bags to people individually. They're obviously going to take these bags to a fence. A fence is like a person who receives stolen goods, and then he will convert that into money, and then he will give money to the sort of low-level criminals who did the initial robbing. So like these people. So these people going to the store, they're not the top dogs, okay? They're like the little puppies who ran in there to get the job done. But the top dogs are faceless people. So obviously there's like a criminal sort of organized crime element in this, which I do think is quite like scary to me, that luxury goods that we all love and all the beautiful things about luxury are kind of being tainted by these stories. I really want to know what you think. I want to tell you what I think of this, but from a different perspective. So make sure that you keep watching. If you put the details of the story to the side for a second, I think we can see a pattern here. I do think that to a certain degree, not necessarily this boutique, I'm not saying that there's someone in this boutique who's feeding information, but there are people who work at LV who are clearly feeding information to criminals. How would you know the design or the blueprint of the store, like the back room, storeroom, in order to steal stuff, unless you were connected to someone who either worked in that particular boutique, who used to work in that particular boutique, who knows someone who worked in that particular boutique, or someone who's quite high up in LV that they have, you know, the store plans and the blueprints to all of the Louis Vuitton boutiques in the US. There's definitely an insider element here. There is a mole who is involved. I think in this particular one, you know, when I think of Louis Vuitton in the US, I think of, you know, the boutiques in Miami, I think of New York and places like that. I wouldn't automatically think Aspen. Obviously Aspen is where a lot of the super rich go, so that's not really an issue, but it is obviously going to be like a seasonal kind of store. So I think the fact that they went in there and they stole $500,000, you know, worth of goods, there had to have been a connection that someone helped them with. I find it hard to believe that these two were like, you know, masquerading to be clients or whatever, or pretending to be clients. I would find that quite difficult to believe, just because these luxury boutiques, they know so much about their VIP clients, even their regular clients. They know a lot about you, where you work, your ID, your real information. I just don't feel like that's the case. Or maybe they had people who were fronting for them or something. Either way, I want to know what you think. I think that there's a lot of collusion going on. I think that Vuitton is very susceptible to this. I believe last year there was someone at Louis Vuitton in Shanghai who was caught, and this was an SA, and this particular SA was feeding authentic bags from the Shanghai boutique and feeding them to counterfeit syndicates, basically. And they were caught by the police in Shanghai. I think that happens way more at a lot of these luxury boutiques than we know. A lot of you have said before in comments that you think that there's a lot of collusion going on at Chanel with Chanel essays. I absolutely agree with this. The way Chanel have like unicornified all of their bags, and it's impossible to score a bag at the moment. So many of you have complained it's so hard to get those like caramel flaps like in the previous spring summer. I think we're seeing the same thing here with Vuitton. Obviously, they're not going there to steal exotics, okay? They're not going there to steal the hard-sided luxuries. It's so obvious that they're going there to steal the canvas items. Do you think that Vuitton, like de-emphasizing canvas, will kind of slow down these heists as well? What do you think that Vuitton can do? Obviously, they've got top dogs, okay, helping them with their security. I'm sure they don't need my opinion, but to me, it just seems obvious that there are people, or there is a person who is feeding inside information. There is no way, even if you or I went to that boutique a few times and were like looking around. Do you know how obvious that looks when someone is like looking around to like get a feel for a store and you're not looking at merchandise? You wouldn't know the location of that storeroom. Every store is different. Before some of you say, well, I heard all, Vuitton storerooms are like all the way in the back where they keep all of the stock. Well, you wouldn't know. Every boutique is different. What do you think that Vuitton can do to slow down this rise in all of these kind of heists and stuff? I would love to know what you think. I'm just shocked at the amount that they got away with, considering they were just two people, $500,000 worth. That's a lot of canvas right there. Those are a lot of neverfulls and multi-pochette accessoires that are being taken. I do think a lot of these bags will probably end up in the hands of resellers who are on places where it's a little bit harder to track stolen merchandise, like eBay. It is very difficult to track stolen merchandise on there, whereas maybe somewhere like Fashion Pilot might be a little bit more difficult. I would love to know what you think. Make sure you keep watching, because now we're going to play my game. Okay, I've made up this game. It's like a silly little game for us to play for you guys, my subscribers, or the people watching my videos. And if you're not subscribed, please get that done, okay? So these are the rules of the game. I hope that if you're in the Premiere chat, you're like playing the Premiere, but in order to qualify for the game, you have to leave an actual comment. So the rules of the game are as follows. You need to choose 3 bags that you don't like so you can roast them. And it's not enough to be like, oh, it's ugly or stupid. You have to like actually explain why you don't like the bag. Then choose 3 bags that you rave about. So 3 bags that you love from Vuitton, 3 bags that you roast. Drop a comment with the 3 bags you're roasting, the 3 bags you're raving, and explain why for each bag. And then the person who gets the most likes on their comment and or the most comment replies, I will pin your comment after one day, and you will win the game. And then I'll shout you out as the winner of the game in my next video. This is not a giveaway. You don't win anything physical. It's more just bragging rights on this channel, so we know that you're like the most popular person in the comments when it comes to roasting and raving about products. If I get at least 5 people who take part in the game in the comments, we'll do this for Chanel, we'll do this for Dior, we'll do this for Fendi and Gucci and a bunch of other houses, if you guys actually like enjoy this. So please take part, and yeah, let's get started. So here are my options. In terms of the 3 bags that I'm roasting, it's very simple, okay? The first one is the multi-pochette Wave. What is this? In the color banana. By the way, I hate bananas. This is silly and stupid, okay? And goodbye. I don't even want to waste any more time talking about this thing. Please go away. The next bag that I have to roast is the Passy. I don't even know how this bag is still on Vuitton's site, okay? You discontinue the toiletry pouch, but you don't take the Passy with you. Excuse me, you need to take her. She needs to leave, okay? Because I'm absolutely done with this bag. There's something about it that's almost grotesque. I can't even go into detail. The third bag that I'm roasting, you already know, I've hinted to this before, it's the Neverfull. Now, don't be offended if you have the Neverfull. And by the way, don't be offended by any of the stuff we're talking about. This is a game. I just feel like, I feel like Vuitton could just up their game in terms of the totes that they make. In terms of like the on the go, that's a very exciting bag. I just feel like it's just time to move on. To me, the Neverfull's design feels very dated. I'm just over it, and I would just like to see her go because I think she's taking up a lot of space. Pack up your bags, babe. Hit the road, Jack. Okay, we're done with you. Okay, now it's time to rave. Okay, the bags that I love from Vuitton is my favorite part of the Holy Grail. This is my favorite Louis Vuitton bag. It is the Dauphine. I believe this is actually a vintage, like the design is a vintage part of their archive, and then Guesscare made the updated version in 2014, around about that time. I love this bag in the reverse monogram canvas. I love it. I think it looks beautiful and chocolatey. I feel like it looks like hot chocolate, and like, I don't know, like I'm in an Italian coffee shop. It's just so beautiful and brown and chocolatey. I absolutely love this bag. I know that shoulder bags right now are kind of falling out of favor because people tend to like top handles. I think this is just perfect for women who work, you know, at the office, if you have a corporate job. I love this bag, and it is one of my holy grail pieces. The next bag that I absolutely love from Vuitton is the Petite Sac Plat. I can't believe how this bag has come in and just kind of stolen my heart little by little, and then I saw the exotic version and I was convinced. I love this. I think it's so cute and feminine and dainty, and I absolutely love this bag. The third bag that I absolutely love from Louis Vuitton is the On The Go MMGN. Whether it's in empreinte or canvas, I think this is just a fabulous bag. It's another bag I have on my wish list from Louis Vuitton. Perfect for people with busy jobs, and I just think it can also be used as like a weekend bag. I have seen many unboxings, I've seen reels on Instagram. This bag is fabulous. I cannot hear any slander. Look, how can you make the On The Go, but you like have the On The Go and you still have the silly Neverfull sitting there in the background? Get rid of her, take her resources and put them towards the On The Go. So those are my roast options. Those are my rave options. I want to know what you think. Make sure you play the game. Let me remind you one more time of the rules. Post 3 roast options, 3 rave options. The person with the most likes for their comment, or the most comment replies, your comment will be pinned after 24 hours, and I will shout you out in my video that I'll post on Saturday. And I will also post you on my Instagram story as well. So make sure you put your Instagram handle. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this was short and sweet. I'm still playing around with formats to see what kind of videos that you like from me. Please make sure you like this video and turn on notifications. I'm very grateful for all of your support. Just trying out new things. Absolutely love games. I love going to the casino. I love playing board games. I love going to theme parks and going on rides. I'm a big kid. We will be playing a lot of games on this channel if you guys join in and you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.